if you're inside the dressing room at halftime, you know if you just up your game a little bit, you can get yourself back into this game.
Well, let's have a look at those Newcestown goals then. 3 of them, 2 of them, Fraggy, came within 60 seconds of each other.
Yeah, I mean, it was just electric, and it was ball just kind of lumped in, and like this was really, really good here. Just dispossessed, ball coming out here, turnover ball, and you have a goal opportunity straight away. Fantastic ball early across, and a great finish. Again, it wasn't a fantastic strike, but it was on the ground across the keeper, and you were forcing the goalie to make a save. And it was a great ball from Colin Deneen across from Edmund Keneally, and a great goal.
And this is the second goal.
And like, bearing in mind that Eddie Keneally had missed an opportunity beforehand, but more a great save than anything, but he learned from it. Long ball in from Luke Meade, and you said, Fraggy, just get the ball into us. Touchdown by David Buckley, and onto it comes Deneen, who was the provider for the first one. First touch was excellent, but he was calm, he was cool. He put it high past it. You normally go kind of at the keeper, keep it down, but he went high to the top left-hand corner.
And it was a touchdown from David Buckley. Like, he meant that. Like, he was arrowing that down to the side, so they'd have the opportunity to run through, and it was a great touch.
A long puck out from Cathal Winston, straight down the centre to Sean O'Donovan. Richard Sullivan timed his shot perfectly on the run, and in fairness, Donovan gave a great pop pass to him. The pass is critical as well. He didn't have to break stride off his left-hand side. I don't know, will the Blarney goalkeeper be a bit disappointed? I don't know. It was still a great shot from Richard O'Sullivan.
Yeah, you make a great point there about the pass, Mark. Like, the ball was in front of him, so he was running forward. If that ball was behind him, he'd have to check, he'd have to reach back. Next, your goal opportunity is gone, but it wasn't. The ball was straight in front of him, onto his hand, going forward, and almost saying, here, Richard, go for it, boy. We want another goal.
Well, Blarney have 14 points. 11 of them have come from play. Let's have a couple of them. I'll look at a few of them here. There's been some phenomenal scores in this.
Yeah, well, this is a fantastic score from the sideline here. This is Patrick Power. In fairness to the referee, had awarded him the free, but Patrick took on the opportunity and knocked it over off his right-hand side. Mark Coleman having quite enough game. Himself and Ty Toomey having a massive battle. Craigie mentioned in commentary, he looked up, he saw Barrett making a run for it, and that was a fantastic score from Shane Barrett.
Yeah, and like, just looking at it there, Mark, I mean, the Blarney full forward line, Shane Mulcahy, Patrick Power, Keane Barrett, they have 6 points from play. I mean, we're praising the Newcestown full forward line, and rightfully so, but the Blarney full forward line is causing Newcestown full back line a lot of trouble with a limited supply of ball for long periods of that first half.
And they come from all different sides as well. That one from Shane Mulcahy, who got 2 in that first half, set up by Keane Barrett. And I think we'll see a point here of Cathal Hegarty's 1 from distance as well. So they're well able to shoot from distance as well as working it in, Mark.
Yeah, well, 14 points is a fantastic score in anyone's language at half-time. 30 minutes played, really, really good. But what I'm more impressed with Blarney is the fact that they looked like they were going drifting out of the game. They've worked themselves back into the game in workmanlike fashion, and you'd have to say that the lads inside, particularly Patrick Power, if he gets enough ball, he will score, there's no doubt. But I've been really impressed with Shane Mulcahy and Keane Barrett this year. After seeing them 3 times, they have great skill, Liam, and any opportunity they get to knock it over the bar. We saw an opportunity here with Paddy Power, great ball into space, and Paddy was out with no one knocking him, first touch over the bar.
And these are crucial scores, Fraggy, to bring them back into the game at a time when Newcestown were well on top.
Yeah, I mean, we know Blarney can play hurling, right? Yep. There's no doubt about that. Great skill, great pace, they have everything. What they showed there now was great resilience in terms of just clawing themselves back into this game. A lesser team, would have let Newcestown tack on another few scores, and instead, of being the 5 points behind, they could have been 8 or 9 points behind. But they showed great resilience in terms of just finding a way to give themselves an opportunity there at half-time. And Mark always says a 4 or 5 point lead in hurling is nothing these days. Look at how quickly Newcestown got their 2 goals. And like, Blarney deserve great credit for just hanging in there, sticking to what they do, and they just found a way to give themselves an opportunity here now in the second half. And when they have been able to influence the game, they have looked very dangerous. They need to find a way of just bypassing Luke Meade. That Newcestown half-back line cut out a lot of ball there in the first half, and when Blarney get the ball inside, they do look dangerous. But
They probably need to get a bit more ball, Frankie, I would suggest, into the full forward line. Like Padraig Power certainly looks like that he has the beating of Gerard O'Donovan in the full forward line.
Connor Power has gone off. He's gone off at half time, and you can see there Cathal McCarthy is the man that has replaced him. Now, Connor Power will be a bit of a loss to them because, as we saw in the first half, he does a lot of defensive work as well as everything else. So he's gone off, and on, as I say, comes Cathal McCarthy for him.
Yeah, he will be a loss because, he's captain of the team, and as we mentioned before the game, he's played in the half forward line, he's played in midfield, and he was in the half back line again today. So I mean, whether it's a tactical or an injury, we're not too sure. But like as Mark said there, in terms of Blarney, about getting the ball into their full forward line, that needs to come from their half back line. Every game that they've played well, which has been most games so far this year, their half back line, and in particularly Patrick Crowley driving forward from there. At the moment, Mark Coleman is after coming out and he's lining at left half back. He's had the freedom of the pitch in every other game, so it'll be interesting to see, where he finishes up. But that half-back line of Blarney, if they can get on top and dominate the way they have in other games in the second half, that could be a telling factor.
Willie Wallace is some man to knock on the door, I'll tell you that much. He went in to tell Newcestown to come out for the second half, and they listened to him fairly sharp. So they're back out. As are Blarney.
They have an undertaking business in Midland, Liam, and I can tell you when the undertaker knocks on the door, you want to be getting out fairly fast.
So we're underway for the second half here. Let's hope it's half as good as the first half in the Co-op Superstore Senior A Hurling Championship final replay of 2023, and it's Newcestown who lead by the 5 points, and Blarney through Shane Barrett trying to play this one back as far as Cathal Hegarty, as Hegarty lays this off as far as Jack O'Keefe. O'Keefe playing this one forward, dropping it in, almost lost in the lights there as it breaks down, and here's a chance. It was blocked. Cian Barrett it fell to initially, but Barrett couldn't get to it. A clean strike. It was well blocked and back out, and Newcestown defence holds strong. One of the Blarney players just lost the ball in the light there as it was coming down. The floodlights are bright. We've gone from darkness to bright as James Kelleher plays this one forward. We're never happy, says you, as the ball is won by David Buckley now. On he comes, gives the hand pass. He was being pulled back, says the referee, as he was going through, and the first score of the second half should go the way of the team in the lead.
If we see a replay of that, we'll see that when Buckley was going through, Paul O'Leary, the fullback, I'd say, gave a little bit of a tug to the jersey just to see what the treads were like, and in fairness to Cathal McAllister had his hand up immediately, was allowing the play to develop, but that flick there from Mark Coleman made sure that the ball didn't get to Edmund Keneally in the corner.
Keneally then with this free, a goal and 3 for him so far, make that a goal and 4 now. First point of the second half goes the way of Newcestown, and they would have wanted that. 3-11 to 14. Puck out, sent down that far side. Well kept in play by Blarney, just about, as they have it now with Sean Crowley launching this ball towards that far side of the field. A right old tussle for possession over there between Shane Mulcahy and James Kelleher. Kelleher it is that gets the better of it, and Newcestown launch this ball forward again now. Going to drop dangerously inside there. Keneally tight towards the end line, can't control it. The umpire said it's gone right and wide. Keneally disagrees. He reckons it should have been a 65. Instead, it's the 8th wide of the game for Newcestown. The game is already back underway as Blarney launched this ball long inside towards the 21. Oh, breaks dangerously here. Here's an opportunity. That was Shane Mulcahy across the centre, tried to find Padraig Power, but Cathal Wilson read it, and Wilson clears it down that far side. Micheál McSweeney can't keep it in play. It's gone out of play for a line ball. It could have been more though, Fraggy.
Yeah, and Mark's message about getting the ball into the full forward line. The first 2 balls have been in high, and you've had 2 goal opportunities there for Blarney, but twice great defending by Newcestown, just getting bodies in the way, getting men back.
Conor O'Neill, unbelievable.
Yeah.
He blocked them, stopped them up straight away.
Here comes line ball from Mark Coleman, 1 already to his name. That one is too tight an angle, back as far as Shane Barrett. Barrett thought about giving it to Coleman, goes for it himself from the 21, strikes it in. What a start to the second half. Shane Barrett with a point for Blarney, and we're back to 5, 3-11
brilliant play. They're telepathic, the 2 of them, and Barrett, did you see the shimmy that Barrett gave? He took 2 Newcestown players, they went for Mark Coleman, he knocked it over, and a free opportunity.
3-11 to 15. 16, 5 between them. Puck out won by Newcestown, and Sean O'Donovan lays the ball off, but nobody winning possession of it, and Blarney try to come away with it, which they will do from their own defensive 45-yard line. Shane Mulcahy was almost slow motion into his hand. It didn't, and Richard O'Sullivan picks in there, strikes that one in. That is gone. Oh, I thought it was left and wide, but the umpire has given the point.
Wow.
I thought it was inside, lads. I'm going to put it out there. You disagree with me? I thought it was inside.
We'll have a disagreement later, but anyway, we'll continue on here.
As always, gives the advantage to the forward.
Ball has come out over this near stand sideline. Here we see it. Let's see if we can work it out from here.
I'll go to outside the post, I think, Frankie, if the cameras are high enough. Looks, no, it's outside it, Frankie.
I don't know, I think it's behind the goal there.
Shane Barrett, well, if there's a point between them, who knows what will happen. Shane Barrett getting the ball back again down here in front of us, sets off towards the attacking 45. Referee plays a good advantage. Ball given across the centre. That's a hefty hit there by Cian Dunlea. Gives it in, but shoots it in, but fizzles it across the face of goal and wide. Just the third wide of the game for Blarney.
Yeah, hefty hit, but play on, and rightfully so again there, and you know, probably a little bit too far out to go for goal there. But I think Blarney, you know, the management have given the message, get the ball into the full forward line, we go for goals, because there seems to be a real intent there now of going for it in the second half.
Puck out, sent down this near side. Dara Murphy got a touch to it, but Jack Mead it is that has it. Skims past two Blarney defenders, strikes that one in. This time
wide, lads. I'd say that one's wide.
Definitely wide now. But look, isn't it brilliant that the cameras can catch all of that? Like, it's fantastic. It takes the doubt out of it.
And the rain pouring down now here in Páirc Uí Chaoimh on this Saturday evening of the bank holiday weekend, as the ball is brought away now. Ball down here by Jack O'Keefe. Opportunity for O'Keefe as he strikes that one in and sends it over the crossbar. Second point of the game for Jack O'Keefe. And we're back to 5, 3-12 to 16. And our coverage on Rebels Online brought to you with Procure.ie, the power to save you money. And well, there's a substitution going to be made in the far side. Cian Dunlea is making his way off, and on is coming Owen Kirby.
And Owen has been a big player for Blarney all year long. It was against Ballyhay earlier in the season. He came on and got a couple of goals. Yeah. So it's amazing how the conditions have changed in the space of 40 minutes. We had dry, and there's a slight breeze definitely blowing up, and it's suiting Newcestown in the second half.
Yeah, there is a breeze now. It has picked up with the rain as the puck out won by Blarney, though, as they play this one towards this near side, and Shane Mulcahy, the man that has just come on and scored 2 goals and 2 points, as Mark mentioned, the 2 goals against Ballyhay when coming off the bench as well. As that ball breaks away, and Jack Mead plays this one inside now towards Kennelly, gathers it midway between the 45 and the 65. The rain absolutely bucketing down as Richard O'Sullivan strikes that one in, and Richard O'Sullivan puts it between the uprights. A goal and 4 for the man wearing 14.
Yeah, and that was a great score. That's real, you know, their football experience there. Passed the ball the way you're facing. He was looking for the support runner. Richard O'Sullivan again running off the shoulder, and a great score in these conditions. You can see it down on the screen, how heavy the rain is coming down here now, and it just makes everything so difficult. Your footing, your handling, your striking. What more drama can we throw into this game, Liam?
Well, we've had everything. We've had absolutely everything.
And you'd have to say, like, in the course of the Senior A Championship this year, there has been controversy, there's been sendings off, there's been rescindings, there's
water bottles
on and off the field, and the man involved in the water bottle situation, he's got a goal and 4 points to his name. I might be wrong in saying, but I think he's Jim Sullivan's young fella. And Frankie, you would have known Jim, we'd have played against him at an absolutely Trojan hurler for Newcestown, and footballer as well.
I think it was somebody from the stand through it, Mark, I think.
The rain is absolutely belting down now into the face of Shane Barrett.
A free you'd like to be taken. The hands cold and the grip slippy.
Here it comes from Shane Barrett from that far side, midway between the 45 and the 65. He struck that one in. It's going to drop dangerously inside there. Who's going to get it? Cathal Wilson is the answer to that. Now, well, what will happen here as Wilson finds Tyke Toomey? plays it down that far side of the field. Impossible to almost see the schlitter now as that ball has gone out over the far sideline. Should we switch to a yellow one?
Yeah, I was just going to make that point. Like, you had Patrick Crowley going across there, and the rain is probably belting into his eyes, and he's going over trying to catch it under pressure from Newcestown. Really difficult conditions
Two hands
there.
to Hurley now, the Kieran, and it's get to Hurley to the ball at all times now. Two hands all the time from here on in.
Ball broken away, and Sean O'Donovan has possession of it. The hand pass, try to find Niall Kelly. The conditions awful, as you can see, as Shane Mulcahy comes forward with this one, leaves it behind him though. It's going to turn into a bit of a lottery now at this stage. Well, the lads were saying about hitting the ball low into the ground. If it does now, there'll be no stopping it. Here comes Mark Coleman on the run to the 21, onto the 13, hand pass, shot! Oh, it's the side net! It's the side net! But is it wide? It is. Blarney are claiming it should be a 65. Padraig Power claims he was blocked. The umpire having none of it. Fourth wide of the game.
I don't know. I think he'd have to give him the 65 now, right? Because the keeper was down. As if he kind of saved it. He got a bell. But Mark Holman just went straight through. I tell you, Blarney were told to go for goals in the second half. The camera decides.
It didn't look like it got any deflection there anyway. It certainly went low under his feet. They didn't seem to be...
I'd say that the call might have came from Kieran O'Regan, because he was kind of right behind it looking at it. Umpire waved wide. Well, hard for Cahill to know, being where he was. But again, Blarney going for, the juggler, going for Mark Coleman. As that play was developing, I was looking up, and Blarney had a 2v2 inside, and I was thinking to myself, if you were Newcestown in these conditions out for the next few minutes, would you sit Luke Meade back in the 20 or on the D just to kind of protect us? It's very hard to score from out the field.
6 for Barrett so far. This from the 65 into the City Inn terrace as we watch it here. As Barrett picks this one and strikes it, he struck out well. The umpire is reaching for the white flag, and Blarney refusing to go away as one would expect. 5 between them again, 3-13 to 17.
We covered the Blarney and Clyne game on a Friday night, and it was monsoon conditions like that, and Barrett was outstanding that night from freeze. A bit similar tonight.
Cian Barrett has won possession of it from the puck out, plays it forward towards Padraig Power, who's out in front. Power turns and strikes. Mistake by Newcestown. Blarney capitalising it, and all of a sudden we're back to 4.
Yeah, and if you look at Padraig Power's score, he's got 4 points. 3 of them, he has been 5 to 10 yards away from his man. They're afraid of his pace. They're afraid of his power. And if you're Blarney, keep feeding Padraig Power, because he's doing wreck.
Wilson goes long this time. Olin Hegarty off to Cian Barrett, who plays that ball forward inside. Looking to win possession of it there is Cathal McCarthy, tight towards that far sideline, on his hands and knees since the ball in. Referee tells the Blarney player to get back. That's Owen Kirby back to his feet, which he does. And Newcestown through Cathal Wilson launch the ball down the field towards the opposite 45. Difficult to catch a ball in the air now at this stage. Players slipping and sliding all over the place as the ball played across the centre of the field through the hurley of Shane Barrett, picked up by Newcestown as they come away with this one now, and that is Richard O'Sullivan. A goal and 4 for O'Sullivan. Plays the ball back inside, but cut out and won by Sean Crowley beneath us. Crowley looks up, plays it into space on that far side. The space occupied by Mark Coleman. Coleman from his own 65 opens the shoulders into the City Inn terrace, and Mark Coleman with a sideline and a monster point for play, and we're back to 3.
You're back to the 1-score game, but what a score from Mark Coleman inside his own 65, pelting rain. A really brilliant score from one of your great leaders of the team.
Yeah, and Newcestown were probably a bit unlucky here right in front of us. There was a couple of times they had the ball, and I felt their jersey was tugged, but they just left it play on, let the battle go. And I see Luke Meade now roaring at his half-forward line to try and get possession, because Patrick Crowley came out with a ball there. Mark Coleman's after coming out with a few balls. There's good ball going into the Blarney forward line, and it's a real scrap out there now at the moment.
Puck out down that far side, and again it's Coleman that wins possession of it, racing down that far sideline. Still going Mark Coleman onto the 45, goes for the effort. Oh, what a score! No, it's gone wide, has it? It's gone wide. Oh, it deserved the score. The Blarney supporters thought it had gone over. Mark Coleman thought it had as well. It deserved it, to be fair, but it's the 4th wide for Blarney.
Yeah, but at this stage, do not be pucking the ball down on Mark Coleman if you're Newcestown. get Sean O'Donovan or David Buckley or somebody out here on this side and keep it away from him and try and kill the ball over this side.
Down it goes from Wilson again. The breaking ball this time is picked up by Jack Mead. His hand pass only finds Olin Hegarty, and Hegarty finds Coleman. Coleman seems to be everywhere at the minute. Plays the ball down this near side through the fingers initially of Cathal McCarthy, who doesn't gather it the second time, and instead it's brought away now by Conor O'Neill. O'Neill in front of us plays this ball from his own defensive 65, going to break inside. Out there to win possession of it is Colm Dineen. Lays it back as far as Sean O'Donovan. Newcestown could do with a score, but O'Donovan has hit it left and wide. 10th of the game for Newcestown.
Yeah, but every shot at goal here now is extremely difficult. Here's another puck out that's landed short, and it's just the conditions. It's so hard to strike the ball.
Sean O'Donovan, that one possession of that off to Colm Dineen. Dineen from that far side striking that one in. The umpires have a good long look at it. They haven't a notion what to do. They're going to wave it wide. 11. Puck out is sent down this near side, and again, well, I'll tell you one thing, you can't question the effort or commitment from both these sides.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
I think both keepers are struggling to hit distance on the ball with the rain that's coming down here. You know, like you said about Cole hands, Mark, imagine being in goal there now today. The challenge to keep your hands warm, because like puckouts are struggling to get past the 65 here, and both teams are putting huge pressure on the opposition puckouts.
There's a Blarney Minter in trouble. Cathal McAllister has come across to take an aim. There's got to be a yellow card. Not that it matters too much, but he'll still continue to dispense the water and the energised drink below on the sideline.
I see Blarney or Newcestown, Liam.
Yeah.
I think if...
Yeah. Jack O'Keefe takes the line ball, sent down this far side, cut out by Conor O'Neill as O'Neill launches it forward, but Blarney should get to it. Darragh Murphy got to it initially, but it's picked up by Richard O'Sullivan. A goal and 4 for O'Sullivan. That's going to drop to Conor Murphy, and Murphy brings this one away, lays it off as far as Sean Crowley. Crowley from his own 21-metre line, launching this ball towards this near side of the field. The rain thankfully is eased off as Cathal Hegarty just doubled on it first time. Back there goes Micheál McSweeney, picks up possession of it under pressure from Owen Kirby. McSweeney does well to pick out Niall Kelly, and Kelly looks up. He's brilliantly blocked down, and the ball breaking there couldn't be controlled by Shane Barrett. Just slipped out of the hand at the vital moment, and Newcestown get the clearance towards this near side. Is it kept in play just about initially, and then it goes out over the sideline off Tyke Toomey for a line ball for Blarney.
And normally Marco will be, I'm wrong, he is coming over to take it, even in these conditions. This is one that you kind of say Marco would have a chance, but
great pressure there by the Blarney forwards. Padraig Power was the guy that got in the block on it. Like, this doesn't favour the man coming on this side of the field now, that the ball is swinging from right to left. Like, he'd have to, if he's going for it, he'd be better off to throw straight over Cathal McAllister's head there now with the space.
Here it comes from Mark Coleman. Doesn't go all that far, and it's picked up instead by Gearóid O'Donovan, who lays it off as far as Niall Kelly. Kelly launching this ball forward towards this near side, in towards Edmund Kennelly. There's a fair clash of bodies down there. A referee says play away as Blarney do exactly that. Couple of players on the deck. The ball has gone out over the sideline. Cathal McAllister hasn't realised it yet. The flag is waving ferociously by the linesman down this near side, and eventually he has gotten the attention of Cathal McAllister for a line ball going in favour of Newcestown. There's a change for Newcestown as well to be made. Just trying to see, I think it's Niall Kelly is the man making way, and on has come Trevor Horgan. He got the vital point the last day, Mark.
He got the point to put him point up. That's
he did.
Right.
Yeah.
He was very much involved in the game. Here was a massive Eddie Kennelly was involved with two fellas, and I'd say it's Eddie's leg or his hurley tripped his own man going forward. You know? But like, the honesty and the endeavour of both teams tonight, and the no complaining to the referee about any decision that is made, is just magnificent to be here to watch it.
Yeah, Jack Mead, right, one sideline to his name. He's not, is he? Well, it's going to drop short in or around the 21. It's pulled on away by Blarney, and they have the numbers there. That's Shane Mulcahy that has possession of it. Away he comes. He's well hooked, Mulcahy, but at the second attempt finds Jack O'Keefe. 2 points for him so far in this game. O'Keefe plays that one across the centre, cut out by Newcestown. But Blarney trailing by 3 points, 3-13 to 19, just 3 between them. There was at one stage 8 as the ball is won by Owen Collins, launched long towards this near side of the field. The breaking ball inside. Who has it? I think it might be Colm Deneen that has it. Gives it across, pulled that first time. What a save! What a save! And Paul O'Leary comes away with that one. O'Leary lays it off now as far as Cathal Hegarty, and Hegarty finds his man down that far side. Sean Crowley was under all sorts of pressure, finds Cian Barrett. Away goes Barrett down that far side from his own defensive 45, ends up on the deck, just slipped. The effort and commitment from both these teams is incredible, and the referee gives it free for Blarney. Oh, here's the goal chance.
Yeah, high ball in. Richard O'Sullivan dropped it out of his hand, but great Colm Deneen waited for Eddie Kennelly, first time, top right hand corner. Conor Murphy stretched full length save. That's fantastic stuff. But you know, if you're Newcestown, you really need to get a point at this stage.
Yeah.
The game is settled again, the shower has gone, and the standard is, the endeavour is fantastic, but it's down to 3 points, having been at 5 at half time.
Yeah, and in these conditions you just need to keep the scoreboard ticking over, force Blarney to get 6-7 points to win this game.
Coleman's free, going all the way in, blocked inside there on the line, but who's going to win it? Blarney is the answer. Laid back as far as Padraig Power turns and strikes that one. We're down to a 2-point game. Padraig Power with his 5th of the evening. 2 between them, and Mark Landers, you won't get a job in Met here. And
no, well, I tell you, here's Conor McCarthy, the lad with a brother playing professional football over in Barnsley, and he's made a big contribution since he's come on.
From Blarney to Barnsley, the ball broken down, and everywhere in between. Hope you're enjoying this belter of a game as Newcestown looking for a score. It's David Buckley down this near side that has it. Up against him is Jack O'Keefe. Buckley turns and strikes. It's going to hit the upright and come back down, and the referee was playing an advantage for a free in.
Yeah, ball off the post. It always happens here in the park, and you always see at your full forward line expected. For some reason, ball just comes off the post here. But like a great one there for Newcestown. You said that they needed a score, and I was thinking how would they get it? It's about running at the Blarney defence now at the moment, trying to draw that foul. A couple of times they've gone through. Could have been a water freeze, but a big one here now from Edmund Keneally.
A goal and 4 for him. Picks this one and strikes it in and sends it over the crossbar. He has done it, and there is 3 between them again. 23 to 20 in terms of points. Our coverage on Rebels Online with Procure.ie, the power to save you money. There's no one saving energy now, though, as Cathal Hegarty comes down this near side of the field. Hegarty gives the hand pass away as far as Shane Barrett. Barrett striking it in inside the upright. Is it? No, it's gone right and wide, but the referee was playing a free advantage. It's a free in for Blarney, and an opportunity to cut the gap back to 2 points again.
But in these conditions, it's so difficult to hold your footing. If you're running forward and a defender reaching across, they can slip. Just keep going at them, force them to make that decision, because it's absolutely pouring down here at the moment, and it's so difficult every aspect at the game for the players. But the honesty, the integrity, everything, Mark, is exactly. If you were a supporter, you'd be so proud of both teams here.
7 for Barrett so far. This will be point number 8 if he can hit it into the City End terrace. The rain coming into his eyes as Barrett crouches, picks and strikes it beautifully between the uprights. It is an 8th point of the game. I said at this stage last week in the game to Mark and Shawnee that I didn't envy them having to pick a man of the match. You have to do it again, lads. I don't envy you again today. All of them. Give 30 of them.
I leave it to the senior analyst, as he likes to call himself, Liam.
Puck out, sent down the centre of the field. A long way to go in the game yet, though. Who's going to get it? Who's going to win the Co-op Superstore Senior A Hurling Championship for 2023? Owen Collins has 1 point so far. Make that 2 points now.
Wow.
That is a super score from Owen Collins. Sends it between the uprights.
Well, he got a brilliant one in the first half, but that's an absolutely massive one from inside his 65.
Coleman launching this ball for Blarney down the far side of the field, won by Cathal McCarthy. McCarthy under pressure, the advantage is coming, the ball is going to go all the way in. Oh, what a score for Cathal McCarthy!
From Blarney to Barnsley, Cathal and Conor McCarthy. What a score, what a contribution this young lad has made since he came on.
2 between them, 3:15, that's 24. 22 to Blarney, 2 between them, as I say, as Newcestown make a change. Off is going Colm Dineen. A goal and a point for that man as he makes his way off. On has come Seamus O'Sullivan, I think, is it, that has come on to replace him? We'll confirm that in just a moment. It is. Seamus O'Sullivan is the man on. 2 between them. Puck out is down on top of O'Sullivan. Can't win possession of it. Mark Coleman puts his body on the line and wins a free.
Yeah, and at the start, or well, before the second half started, you know, we mentioned about the Blarney half-back line, and if they got on top, you know, how would Newcestown counteract that? And it would be the driving force of bringing Blarney back into the game. The move of Mark Coleman back to his traditional left half-back position. He's been excellent since he's gone back there. Newcestown are pucking the ball down on top of him, and Mark is saying, "That's grand, lads, I'll deal with this here, no problem." But what a second half here in these conditions, and with 6 minutes of normal time to go. It's anybody's game.
Coleman with the free inside his own 65. He picks it, he strikes it. Distance won't be a problem, or will it? It's going to drop short. Oh, Newcestown just about gather possession of it and clear it towards this near stand side of the field, where Trevor Horgan wins possession of it, plays this ball towards this near stand side. Keneally trying to come out to win possession of it, beats everybody and out over the sideline. It's a line ball though for Newcestown, and an opportunity perhaps for Jack Mead to come, if he's going to think about it, or is he? Well, they're waiting for him.
Yeah, I think they will. I think they will. And like Edmund Keneally was behind his cornerback there, Sean Crowley, on that occasion, and just did enough to put him off, and the ball slipped out over the sliding ball. And you must be delighted if you're the Newcestown defender at the moment. Keep that ball down in the far side of the field. It isn't really about scoring, it's about not conceding at the other side at this stage.
Jack Mead with the cut of the line ball. 1 point so far, dropping dangerously inside there. It could still break as far as Trevor Horgan. Horgan has possession of it on the 13. Going away from goal though, lays it back as far as Tyke Toomey. Toomey going forward with this one, gives the hand pass away towards Jack Mead. Mead striking this one from the 45, dropping in, but to the left and wide. Wide number 12 for Newcestown. 12 wides for them, 4 wides for Blarney. The puck out on its way to the spare man on the far side of the field. That spare man is Cian Barrett. Launches it forward towards Shane Mulcahy. Broken down away from him. And Newcestown bring this one away with Jack Mead inside his own half-back line. Newcestown man down inside there in their own defensive 45. Will follow the slither because it's in the hand of Cathal Hegarty. Hegarty's pass not quite to hand, but it might work out still. It does, because Cathal McCarthy has it. A point for him in the game. Gives the hand pass away. No quarter aster given here as Shane Barrett plays it across the centre. Won by Olin Hegarty. Hegarty takes on the Newcestown defence. Onto the 45. Gives the ball across on this near side. Cut out back there. And Newcestown come away with possession of this one with cornerback Micheál McSweeney towards the defensive 45. Looks up, just decides to drive it down the field. Nobody at home for Newcestown. And Patrick Crowley, all on his own, gathers possession of it. Newcestown with almost 12 players behind the ball now, as Blarney in possession of it now with Dara Murphy launching it long, dangerously inside again, broken down. Here's an opportunity, the effort goes in, it goes high, and it goes over the crossbar, off the stick this time of Owen Kirby.
Yeah,
and we're back to 1.
Yeah, brilliant passage of play there. As you mentioned there, Liam, Newcestown are starting to retreat with a lot of their players back into their own half-back line, inside their own 65. But this game is going to finish on a knife edge.
Cathal Wilson's puck out, sent down this near side of the field. The breaking ball won by Blarney, chasing the lead as Mark Coleman has it. Coleman launching it forward again towards this near side. Underneath it though, Newcestown, and the experience of Luke Mead as he brings this one away towards the defensive 65. The ball not quite to hand. Cathal Hegarty trying to win back possession of it. Just pulled on first time by Trevor Horgan, only as far as Shane Barrett. Barrett towards the far side, looking to get Owen Kirby into it. A foot race over on that far side between Micheál McSweeney and Kirby. Kirby. It's Max Sweeney that wins it. Finds support from Cathal Wilson in the goals, and Wilson plays this one towards the far side of the field. The ball broken, won by Olin Hegarty. Hegarty with a chance to level the game. He struck it in, not the best of strikes though, and it's going to roll, is it? Oh, I'll tell you, Conor O'Neill did a dangerous thing there, but it did roll wide.
Just
fifth wide of the game for Blarney. Oh.
Yeah, and like Luke B came out with the ball, he looked up, we spoke about Newcestown retreating, there was nothing on long, so he had to play the ball short. This isn't the time to be playing the ball short. Newcestown need that focus up there in the full forward line.
Patrick Crowley battling for it down here beneath us. You need two hands in the hurley on a night like tonight. He didn't on that occasion. Shane Mulcahy crouching over the ball, but it was Owen Collins that came away with it towards Conor O'Neill, and O'Neill completes the clearance long inside towards Edmund Keneally. Can't win possession of it. Instead it's picked up there by Blarney as they clear this one, but only as far as Tyke Toomey. Toomey brought the ground. The referee has said it's a free.
He bought it. He did. But Frankie, he won the ball first hand, saw a bit of a gap, went for it and said, hey, I'm going with the ball, it's up to you now, decide what you want to do.
I think it's actually Newcestown's only chance of winning this game at the moment is that when they get the ball around the half forward line, is run at the Blarney defence and try and draw the free, because they're just struggling to get any decent strikes off here. Blarney are putting them under ferocious pressure, and a huge free here now.
What is it? A goal and 5 so far. This would be a goal and 6. He doesn't like the way he struck it, but what a score!
Massive score!
What a point!
And we mentioned it, the drawing game, and I mentioned it tonight. Having a free taker that can do that is a critical thing trying to win a county.
90 seconds of normal time left, plus whatever is going to be added on. Sean Crowley is under pressure, but he's coming away with the ball for Blarney. On halfway, launches it towards this near side of the field. The breaking ball inside there is picked up by Conor O'Neill. He can't take it.
Two hands, Liam, you said
plays
two hands.
The ball back onto the 13-metre line, but Newcestown do come away with it now. It's Owen Collins, 2 points for him so far from wing back, launching this one towards the centre of the field, broken down and picked up by Cathal Hegarty. He plays it as far as Patrick Crowley. Crowley met with a hefty shoulder there by Trevor Horgan. They claim they should have won a free for it. Horgan will claim the credit if they don't, and it's Patrick Crowley that picks it up again and brings this one away. Gives the hand pass across the centre. The Blarney man lost his footing, and it's won by Seamus O'Sullivan, who in turn plays it down that far side now towards James Kelleher. Kelleher's long ball finds Sean O'Donovan. O'Donovan gathers possession of it, back as far as Keneally. Keneally trying to buy a free, not on this occasion. Now it's over there in the hand of Jack Mead with point from a sideline. This is going to drop short, and the goalkeeper has a Conor Murphy. What will Blarney do from here? They'll start from deep inside their own half. The stoppage time board hasn't gone up yet, so we're not quite sure what's going to be added as the ball is sent in by Tara Murphy. Going to drop dangerously. Goalkeeper reads it well, Cathal Wilson, and Wilson completes the ball to Luke Mead. We're told there's only 2 additional minutes to be added on. Just 2. I'm surprised by that. Blarney have won a free midway between the 45 and the 65.
Well, yeah, he needs to knock that ball over the bar as soon as possible, get the ball back into play, and just try and get that one opportunity to get the equaliser, I'd suggest.
There was some confidence in the Newcestown goalie there with that last ball. They held off their men, let the ball hop in front of the keepers, 3-4 yards out. How often would you see that go through the legs? But he played the conditions, got his body in the way, stopped it in front of him, and now you have what we said was an important free a while ago from Edmund Keneally. It's a huge free here now for Blarney.
It sure is. Here comes the free for Blarney. It's Shane Barrett to take it. Midway between the 45 and the 65. Into the city in goal. He's going to strike this one. He picks it. He strikes it. It's on its way. Is it over? It's not, you know. It's left and wide. Blarney are adamant that it was a point. They are adamant that that ball went over the crossbar. Now I can tell you Kieran O'Regan is talking to the referee. Kieran O'Regan was very well placed to see it because he was right behind it. The umpires were behind the goal. Kieran O'Regan, I think, has said, I think it's a point. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Here it comes. Well, could we have any more drama? Well, we could, I suppose. But Cathal McAllister has gone in to talk to his umpires. Kieran O'Regan is indicating he's putting the finger up to say that the ball is gone over the crossbar. The umpires inside are adamant. Oh, I think we might have a replay of it here. No, we don't yet. We're just waiting to see what the result is. Here we go. Marco.
I don't think we'll see it from this side. I think. Once again, now we'll see.
Well, the point has been given. The point has been given. So Paul McAllister.
And here's the thing, nobody knows how much injury time is left here now.
I'd be saying now, Fraggy, 64 minutes the whistle will be blown.
Well, one between them. The puck out is won by Blarney and lost by Jack O'Keefe, and won back by Seamus O'Sullivan, who goes forward for Newcestown, plays the ball forward inside. Brilliantly gathered there by Kieran O'Donovan. O'Donovan strikes it in, and O'Donovan sends it over the crossbar. Is that the insurance score for Newcestown? They think it is. Play resumes with the puck out, and Blarney, they have to get a goal now. It's a goal or nothing for Blarney. Is their time as Mark Coleman is brilliantly blocked down. Newcestown, could they be on the verge of the first of a famous double? There's the final whistle. Newcestown are the Senior A hurling champions after an epic game. An epic game. They led for most of it in Páirc Creve. Blarney came back at them, but in the end, Newcestown are the champions on a full-time scoreline. Newcestown 317, Blarney 24 points. Sum that one up for me, Mark Lambert.
You could take about a week to sum this game up, Liam, to be honest about it. I absolutely, the winner of the whole thing is the game tonight. It was absolutely magnificent. As you said, 317 to 24 points. The tempo never dropped, even though we had a massive shower in the middle of the second half. It was unbelievable end-to-end stuff. We'd have loved another 20 minutes of it, but it's not going to be. In fairness, Blarney threw a kitchen sink at Newcestown in the second half, but I'd have to say Edmund Kennelly's couple of frees really, really deep into the second half made an awful difference. But overall, a magnificent game of hurling. Pity there had to be a loser.
And Edmund Kennelly has been named as the Co-op Superstores Man of the Match by Mark Landers. Do you agree with him, Fraggy?
Listen, you had so many contenders on both sides. I thought Patrick Power was outstanding for Blarney. Mark Coleman was unbelievable in the second half. Shane Barrett's frees were unbelievable. The Newcestown side, Sean O'Donovan, Owen Collins was sensational and was big debate about for him for Man of the Match as well, and Richard O'Sullivan. But to be honest, in terms of Man of the Match, impossible to pick because there was so many outstanding performances out there, and none more so than Cathal McAllister as well, who added to this game. He contributed so much to it. The style suited both teams because both teams just went straight at it. Last year, we had Castlemartyr, we had Inniscarra, lit up the championship right at the end, and you were saying, does the championship have to be over? Here you are now tonight, you've Blarney and you've Newcestown signing us off. But what an unbelievable game here in the Senior A Championship. And as Mark said, Blarney have been brilliant. They've given us so much all year, played so well, dealt without Owen Kirby, dealt without Mark Coleman through the group stages, got them back in and looked like they were timing their run perfectly. But in fairness to Newcestown, they never said die attitude, and their manager has said it the whole time. They love playing games week on week.
Well, down on the pitch, it's pouring rain. Keane is below with a very happy Luke Meade.
Luke, congratulations, county champions. Well done. How does it feel?
Unbelievable. We're after such a tough year. Ever since the first day against Blarney, we terrible in the first half. When we came back, it was unbelievable win. It was unreal. And they came fucking so strong in the end. I don't know how we got over the line there. Series point at the end there, Kieran, but it was unbelievable.
The draw last week, it was coming down to the wire there. Could have went anyway towards the end.
I could have gone anyway, and they were coming. We had a good lead at the first half, but it's cliche, but we knew they were coming, and it felt like we couldn't get a score, win the ball there for 10-15 minutes. It felt like, but it's fair play to Blarney, but our lads are unbelievable.
Premier Senior Hurling Club next year. How does it feel?
Unbelievable to be back.
Luke, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, Luke Mead there, and I'm sure you'll forgive him for the few expletives, just getting a little bit excited. Hard to blame him. Well, what an afternoon it's been. What a game, what a season.
And to be fair to Luke Mead, he was everywhere all throughout the game. He got a dock at the start of the game, Frankie. You had seen it, I didn't see it now, but he turned it into the game. He was rock solid at centre back all over, made no mistake, cool, calm and collected. He had an interview there a couple of weeks ago, 2015 I think, since the last time he played in the county final. What a win for Newcestown. They're the first half of the double done, same as that a couple of weeks ago.
Well, let's pick up the presentation. This has been a fantastic game, and the Jim Forbes Cup will shortly be presented to Owen Collins.
And today's replayed final was no exception. I want to, on behalf of the county board, I want to thank our referee, Cathal McAllister from the Ahada Club, and also his team of officials for officiating so well this afternoon. We are very grateful in County Board to have the sponsorship again of the hurling championship of the Co-op Superstore.